Just, it hadn't been just these 2 weeks, it's been sort of a season deal.
Well, I mean, I think we've closed well when it comes to finishing from behind, you know, the Missouri and the North Carolina game, but we did not step on people when we had an opportunity, you know, so I think it's always a concern how you finish games, but it also is indicative of your team's character, how they compete during that process. You know, I think defensively we played really hard, and we probably got a little cautious there at the end and gave them a chance to make some plays. But I do think we had a good defensive game plan and tried to make them one-dimensional. We were able to run the ball on offense. We just really weren't able to throw it very efficient.
Talk about being mentally tough. One of these guys being mentally tough. How do you think they dealt with all the changes in the routine and everything?
Well, both teams had to. You know, I think their team probably had to deal with more than ours, with their families being involved in such a tough situation. It really wasn't that much different for our guys, to be honest. The biggest difference was an extra day, and how they managed that. And I think that was critical. And it'll be critical going forward, how we manage a short week.
Couple of questions, Coach, at the end of the half. Can you explain what happened with the clock management there?
Yeah, it was just a debacle, to be honest with you. We got some bad information, thought the clock was going to stop on the penalty, and it didn't. Once it started, we were talking about kicking a field goal or throwing a Hail Mary. We didn't think the kid could kick the field goal from there because the wind was coming at him from that direction. We felt like it was going to blow back at him. We didn't think we decided for the game that his range was going to be around 30. And the penalty, we didn't know where it was going to mark us to. We were deciding whether we were going to throw the Hail Mary or kick the field goal. And the clock started, and we didn't call timeout, so we just mismanagement, to be honest with you.
Kirby, you mentioned resiliency. Were you interested to see how your team was going to respond really after the last 2 weeks after consecutive losses?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was interested in how they were going to respond during the week of practice. That's why I felt good about this game, because they really practiced well Tuesday and Wednesday. Spirited, getting after it, challenging each other. And I really think at this point in the season, kind of near midway, some teams get better and some teams get worse. I'm trying to make sure that we're in that upper half of getting better. And we got better this week during practices. We really competed, really fought. And I thought it showed out there from the standpoint of being able to run the ball and being physical. Because we struggled to throw it. Better be glad we could run it.
Did you ever sense that Jacob was getting frustrated at all?
You know, I didn't. I felt like he was with his feet, his actions, but not his composure. I didn't feel like he was getting frustrated, but he got a little happy feet in the pocket at times. And I think it's a growing process. Look, guys, when you go on the road in the SEC, I've been 18 years involved in this conference. It is tough, especially on a true freshman. He saw things out there that didn't exist, and he's growing, and we've got to help him through that with A, the way we call the game, B, the way we run the ball, and C, the receivers catching the ball. And nobody's saying anything if the guy catches the ball and runs it in for a touchdown as opposed to tipping up in the air and ball bouncing around. So, but we got to improve in that area if we're going to be a good football team.
Kirby, how much of a challenge was it to game plan out knowing if you're going to be playing in conditions on Saturday night or today? And did you expect you'd be able to kind of exploit them in the run game like you did?
I wouldn't say we expected it. I mean, we thought we were worried about the conditions. We tried to simulate all week, even Friday. It was all about the wind for me, because the wind affects the game so much. We never thought we would be playing in the rain, even if it was Saturday night. We didn't expect rain. So it was like, are we going to be on a wet field, and how much is the wind going to be? I'm telling you, the wind impacts these games more than you can ever imagine. And it was important to me that we had the wind in the fourth quarter, so that coin toss was critical. And we ended up winning it because I sent Chubb out there. So he always wins the coin toss.
Third quarter, you're moving the ball with some power game, and then you got down there inside the goal, and there's a jet sweep, loses yardage, and then the pass. Did you regret, or was there? Is it getting away from kind of the power game?
What we were running the ball with was the power game, but that jet sweep was considered part of our power game. I mean, it was a run that we run with our running backs. We just going to hand it to Isaiah because he's been able to run, and we had an extra blocker over there. And it didn't work out good because they played a really good defense for it and called us in it. And I hate that we were in rhythm, we were rolling it down, but I do like the call that we called. It didn't work. So, like I've said before, the decision's never right if it doesn't work. So I'll stick with that.
Kirby, you had a couple of iron balls, I guess, at 9 and 10 that were on Friday, so those were shortened weeks. What is, as a staff and a head coach, what are you most concerned about with a short week?
Staff will be fine. We're going to do what we do. They're going to do what they do. It's not about that. It's the recovery of the players that concerns me. And again, I've mentioned practice being really important to me. Tuesday, Wednesday being really physical. You know, it's harder to do that when you've got a shortened week. So we got to be smart about what we do.